Ooh, welcome back YouTube, Blazeshadowthorn here, back again with another Wi-Fi battle. This one is against Anthony, also known as the Flawless Win. He's a really great battler, really great guy. I really enjoy battling him. He is a really great battle. Again, his channel link will be in the description below, although if you know the Flawless Win, you don't know the Flawless Win, and you know me, there's something seriously wrong with that picture. I'm just gonna say that right now. But anyway, really great guy. Looking at my team, this is beginning to mold now that Pokebank is starting to. Today, Pokebank was officially released back in Japan. Which means we'll get it in a couple days. Pokebank's coming out. I was fortunate enough because I'm an official cloner to get like Genesects and the Latioses and shiny Pokemon and stuff like that. So, I was very fortunate in that sense. I'm beginning to take these Pokemon and mold myself into my standard OU team. So this is like the beginning stepping stone. You'll see a lot of, as you can see throughout my videos. Ever since I got the Tentacruel and the Ferrothorn have always been my standard defensive core. I always have a lead. It used to be Furfro, now it's Genesect. I always like to have a Scarfer on my team. The Scarfer in this case is my Latios. Greninja, Expert Belt Greninja is really good because you can bluff like the specs on Greninja. And really, it's 0.1 damage less than Life Orb if it's super effective. And if you're using the Greninja, most of your hits are going to be super effective. And then Choice Banded Drapion, just because it's my mascot, it's Choice Banded Drapion. It's shiny. It's amazing. It doesn't matter that it's 0 IV. It's Drapion. It's just a Drapion. So looking at his team, definitely the Sableye is going to be annoying. Delphox, every time I see a Delphox, I automatically assume it's Scarfed. I have no idea why, because Magician Delphox is a thing, and I know when I used to run my Delphox, I always use Magician Delphox with an item. Every time I see a Delphox, automatically assume it's Scarfed. No idea why. Garchomp, only thing on his team that could Mega Evolve, but at the same time, I personally would rather run like Lum, Swords Dance, or Scarf than a Mega Garchomp. Metagross, not really sure what to think about it. Rotom's gonna be annoying, but I can deal with it, and same with Ferrothorn. Not Ferrothorn, Fortress, because Fortress is like Ferrothorn, It can take hits, but one fire move and it's dead. So, let's just been rambling on with the team preview for too long. Let's get right into the match. I'm going to be leading off my Genesect. He's going to be leading off with the Sableye. Right off the bat, I know a Will-O-Wisp is coming. No reason to taunt me. No reason to do anything. Just go straight for the Will-O-Wisp. And I have literally nothing to take it. So I was like, hey, Genesect, this is seriously how I decided which to burn. Genesect, you're red. You're going to get burned. That is literally how I decided I was going to burn Genesect. So I go straight for a Bug Buzz because I do not carry U-Turn on this one, actually. It's Expert Belt. I don't know why. I don't like U-Turn. So it does half, and I get the special defense drop, which means I can be able to 2 KO him after, he recovers and stuff like that. So he knows it's a losing battle, so he's forced to switch out, right? So he's going to switch out, and he's going to go out into his Ferrothorn as I go for another Bug Buzz. And now he right here makes a really good prediction. He switches out, and he's going to switch out into his Rotom. And the reason that he does this is to see if I'm choiced or not. Because if I was choiced, I'd obviously switch. If I wasn't, then I would go straight for a Flamethrower, and he would know if I'm choiced or not, which is a really great move. So he goes into Rotom, and I am going to go straight for the predicted Flamethrower because I am not choiced. So now he knows, oh, this is not a choice scarf for Rotom. Choice scarf Genesect. That's great to know. But what he doesn't know is that I also pack the Energy Ball just for Rotoms. This is the only reason I carry Energy Ball, and that does a huge chunk of damage to the Rotom as he opts to go for the Volt Switch. I know I can easily live the Volt Switch, and I do. I don't live it too well, but I live it good enough, we'll say. And he's going to send out Garchomp. And so right here, I don't know if it's Mega or not. I'm at a point where literally I do not care about this Genesect anymore. I just want to see what he's going to do. If he's going to lock himself into a move, I want to know what move he's going to lock himself into. As he opts to lock himself into Earthquake. So I'm going to go out into my Greninja because I know I outspeed and I can kill it off with Ice Beam. So he knows this, and I know he's not going to stay in, because Ice Beam 4 times weak. Why wouldn't I go for that? So I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse, as he brings in Delphox. I have no idea why he brings in Delphox. But I go hit him up for the Dark Pulse, and I almost kill it. But, little voice in the back of my head saying, it's Scarfed, it's going to outspeed you, it's going to hit you up with like a super effective move or something like that. So I switch out, I go into my Tentacruel, Tentafool to take the Fire Blast, which I take. I don't take it well. but I take it nicely. And he switches, which leads me to believe that he is, in fact, scarfed. Which leads me to believe that his Garchomp is not scarfed. So right here I go for the knockoff, trying to kill it off, get rid of his item, whatever it was. And I actually knock off this Rotom's Chesto Berry, which is great. Because now, if my Sludge Bomb does not kill and he gets off the rest, he will not be able to use his Chesto Berry and wake up. But the Sludge Bomb is able to knock out the Rotom, so, no threats there, no problem. See, no Tentacruel doing the works, killing off the threats. So now, in comes Garchomp. And I'm just going to switch right out because not only do I want to preserve my Tentacruel for his Delphox, I don't still want it to die to an Earthquake. So I'm going to out in a Ferrothorn. And he does show me right here that it is Mega Garchomp, so okay. I didn't think it was scarfed after I assumed his Delphox was scarfed. After the way he used it. So he opts to go for Sword Stance, which right here, +2, Mega Garchomp, very, very scary. So I know I'm not going to be able to live 2 Earthquakes. I know it. So there's no sense in going for Leech Seed, no sense in going for Spikes. I'm going to go straight for that Explosion. And I carry Explosion on Ferrothorn just in case I come into a really powerful physical wall that I want to get a good chunk of damage off, even though I don't carry any attack investment. I don't even know if this is a good IV Ferrothorn or not. It's just Ferrothorn I brought. So, I just did that and go for the Explosion. So right here, I know he's not going to stay in. Again, for the Ice Beam, way too obvious. So I believe I'm just going to go straight for the Ice Beam. Actually, I do go straight for the Ice Beam. I go for the Ice Beam because it's my strongest move to hit him with. I don't carry Hydro Pump on this one. That's my other Greninja that I have Hydro Pump on. I do want to switch out Scald for Hydro Pump. I just actually haven't leveled the Greninja up enough for that. It's only like level 40. So, the Sableye is not going to be playing the Recover game. My Ice Beams are doing a little less and a little less each time. As you can see, he almost took him out. Now he has a little bit more of HP left. So I see that he is actually going to be able to recover Stalmate to death. Well, not to death, but, I want to preserve PP on my Ice Beam because Greninja will be the key to destroying the Garchomp. So I'm going to go straight for Scald. And if I had Hydro Pump, I probably would have been able to knock out the Greninja, the Sableye, but I don't. But I do get the burn with the Scald, which the burn is very nice because the burn now puts a timer on the Sableye, and he's like, well, there's no use recover stalling anymore because eventually I'm just going to die. So let's go for a priority Will-O-Wisp, burn the Greninja, which is fine by me. I'm going to go for an Ice Beam now. I was really hoping he'd switch into I don't know, Delphox or something to take the Scald. I don't know why, but I was predicting a switch, but else the Ferrothorn just died. So Sableye's dead. That's what I'm trying to say. Sableye's dead. It's very good news. So right here I'm gonna go straight for Scald, hoping it'll kill the Ferrothorn, but it doesn't. But I do get another burn, which is 30% hacks. Hacks is hacks. So the Ferrothorn is now gonna. The Ferrothorn's basically dead. It has leftovers. It's not that Cut Staff Explosion set. I can go for Scald. I can go for an Ice Beam. I can do basically whatever I want. Kill off this Fortress, and he can't really save it. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for another Scald, knock out the Fortress, and now basically both his walls are down, which is really good because now all he has is threats. And Greninja's really fast, so Greninja can outspeed most threats and just murder them all right here. But right here, I make a very bad play. I predict the Psyshock because I was thinking to myself, I went into Tentacruel last turn. He's going to predict that. He's going to go for a Psyshock. So I go into Drapion thinking, I'm going to outsmart him. But no, he goes straight for Fire Blast. And the reason that was a bad play was because even if he went for the Psyshock, I know he's choiced. So if I went into Tentacruel first, taken the Psyshock, died, then went into Drapion, I would have been in a much better position because then I could have gotten a Choice Banded Crunch off of anything, which would have been really good. But I played that really bad, so that's my fault, and that ended up costing me a lot. So I do now decide to go into Tentacruel. He obviously doesn't want to stay in. Right here, I have literally nothing to take a Dragon Claw, so I am forced to sack my Tentacruel. I'm trying to get the poison hacks actually, but after 2 burns with Scald, it doesn't want to give me a poison hacks. I don't really blame it too much, that'd be a bit like 30%, I'm really I really don't care. But away goes Tentacruel, it dies. I just really needed a safe switch into Greninja now, because now that I'm in with Greninja, I can Ice Beam anything and kill everything. So, that's exactly what I'm going to do. If he wants to go into anything, anything's going to take a hefty amount from this Ice Beam. I know I can outspeed the Garchomp, because Mega Garchomp's really, really slow, and Greninja's really, really fast. So, that's it. He's down to, the Delphox now comes in, and really, I don't think I have anything for this. So I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into my Latios, because Latios can resist both of its stab. It serves as a pretty balanced. It's my second best check. But he predicts that and goes for the Shadow Ball. Oh, so terrible. But right here, I'm gonna go for the Draco Meteor. Again, that was a really bad play, because he still has the Metagross left, and I could have missed. But at the same time, I do not pack Shadow Ball on this Latios. I actually have nothing for Metagross. I had both Energy Bell and Thunderbolt on this for some reason, but right here I do miss it. And he sets up an Agility, and as soon as I saw that thing, I was like, oh crap, it's that Agility set anyways, because the way I played out in my mind was, I go for the Draco Meteor, I kill off the Delphox, because I'm Choice Scarf, I outspeed it. Then the Metagross is gonna go for a Bolt Punch against me. I can bring in Greninja, and I can kill it off with a Dark Pulse. Cause that's how it played out in my mind. But obviously, it played out a little differently, because his Metagross knew Agility, and even if that was the case, even if he did go for the Bullet Punch, I would not be able to live that. So he good game, flawless. He did get the 1-0 victory over me. That crit with the Earthquake totally mattered, because we all know a Greninja at like 40 HP burn could take a probably Adamant or 252 Earthquake from a Metagross. That crit totally mattered. So that was a really good game. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my narration. As always, after the match, feel free to check out his channel. His channel link will be in the description below, as I said before. Yeah, so I think I'm done. So thanks for watching. I guess I'll see y'all next battle. Bye.